schatje. Wat lief hier. Dankjewel, schat.
Heb je het goed gevierd?
Ja, ik ben oké. Ja, stabiel. Stabiel. Altijd naar bed. Ja, dubbeltje dit jaar. Lekker in Wembley gisteren nog. Dus ja, goed. Lekker Nederland, hè? Ik was net aan het vertellen wat voor een leuke dag ik had gisteren.
Oh,
en
ja.
nu is het beter, hè, liefje piefje.
Dit is een kampioen hier, hè? Een dubbele kampioen.
Ja, mijn tas.
Ik zal wel even het uitleggen. Nou, vooruit. Het extra leven voor vandaag.
Kijk, zo moet het. Zit er netjes uit, hoor.
Hallo. Na, du bist Gewinnerin. Ja.
Weißt du den ersten?
Herzlich willkommen.
Das ist von mir. Ja. Na klar. Das ist meine oder?
We've been asking fans to send in their questions for you about all things Lionesses. Loads have come in. Only one place to start though. Sabrina on YouTube has asked, are there any injury doubts for the game against Spain? And you can confirm, unfortunately, there's a big name missing in today's training session.
There is. England will be without the captain, Leah Williamson. She picked up a hamstring towards the end of the season. That problem was looked at by doctors. They were trying to get her ready for this game. Unfortunately, it's come around a little bit too quickly. So England without Leah Williamson today. But as you can see, England are training for the first time today. They've met up at St George's Park this afternoon. They're straight out onto the training pitch. There is some good injury news for Sarina Wiegman in this one. That is, as you can see there, Lucy Bronze is out there training for England. Now, she missed the end of the season with Chelsea with an injury. She didn't take part in the World Sevens last week and over the weekend as well. She was being rested for this, but she's out there trying to prove her fitness ahead of the game against Spain on Friday. Lauren James is at St George's Park. However, she's not out there training right now. She picked up a knock in the sevens as well. Now, Sonia Bonpastor said after the game that she'd need to be assessed. She is going to be assessed over the next couple of days. So no Lauren James out there training for England. But the good news is, as you can see, Lucy Bronze is out there training for England. She'll be doing everything she can to make sure she's part of the England team that takes on Spain on Friday night in Mallorca.
Yeah, Lucy Bronze won the Euros with a broken leg, didn't she? So now Johnny on X, Anton, says, will we see more of Maya Letizier starting? She's arguably been one of the best centre-backs this season in the WSL.
Do you know what? I mean, Maya Letizier couldn't really do much more, could she, to impress Sarina Wiegman? She's played every single minute in the WSL for Manchester United over the last 3 seasons. And yet, it seems as though Sarina Wiegman doesn't necessarily see her as one of her first choice centre-backs. I think that's fair to say. Look, there's no Leah Williamson here. So there's a chance Maya Letizier could be in this England side. She'll be competing with Lotte Wubben-Moy. And it was actually Morgan and Wubben-Moy who started the game against Spain earlier in the group stage, a game that actually England went on to win. So at the moment, you say she's on the outside looking in the centre-back battle, and you say that she's probably behind Lucy Bronze at right-back as well. So she has a bit of a battle to make it into the squad. She is out there training today. We can't pick her up on the camera. She's on the far left-hand side of England training. But yeah, she is out there training. There she is. There we go. So good news, she is out there training. But yeah, at the moment, Maya Letizier has a bit of a battle to take on both Bronze, Wubben-Moy and Esme Morgan to get into that England in defence.
Okay, Molly on TikTok, Anton, asks, do you think Ella Toone will start on Friday?
That is a great question because Ella Toone is so excited to be back for England. She obviously missed a good 6 months of the season with a knee problem. She came back, played part in Manchester United's last 3 games of the season. And then she also she took part in the World Sevens, which is some crucial moments and minutes for her. She looks to try and build her fitness. So England's first choice 11, especially against a team like Spain who dominate the ball, will be to have Ella Toone out there. So I think Sarina Wiegman will do everything she can to make sure she has the Manchester United midfielder available on Friday, especially if they're missing key players like the likes of Lauren James, Leah Williamson, Lucy Bronze as well. So Ella Toone is being given every opportunity to prove her fitness for this game because England want her alongside George Stanway and Kira Walsh in that midfield.
Okay, Megan sent us this on Instagram. Who has been England's best player so far in the World Cup qualifiers?
I mean, you've got Alessia Russo there. She's scored 3 goals already so far. But look, you could also argue Georgia Stanway has been absolutely superb for England in qualification so far. She's been scoring goals. She scored 2 against Ukraine out in Turkey. She's been sort of the real linchpin of this England midfield over the last sort of couple of months in some difficult games for England as well. You think back to the Iceland games where England have really struggled to sort of break teams down. She was the one putting in the hard yards. She knows her role. She's perfected her role in this England system in that sort of centre midfield position. She plays on the left channel. She plays on the right channel of the centre midfield as well. She does exactly what Sarina Wiegman wants her to do. She's taken an increased leadership role within this team over the last sort of couple of seasons as well. She's worn the armband at various points as well when Williamson and Walsh have come off. So you can't really say a lot else about what Georgia Stanway brings to this team, the energy and now the experience as well. And the fact she's been dealing with this while also contemplating her next big career move because we know she's also going to be joining Arsenal from Bayern Munich. She's leaving the German champions at the end of her contract. We understand that deal is pretty much done, not confirmed yet, but Georgia Stanway will be back in the UK full-time soon when her move to Arsenal gets confirmed.
Okay, Charlie on YouTube asks, do you think Grace Clinton will be on the plane to Brazil for the World Cup? If England get there, of course.
Do you know what? That's a really, really interesting question that Sarina Wiegman's going to have to deal with because it was a big call to leave Grace Clinton out of the squad. Yes, she's been dealing with injuries all season, but she is a very trusted player for Sarina Wiegman. I actually spoke to Grace Clinton after the FA Cup final yesterday at Wembley, a game that she was picked to start but only played about 60 minutes and didn't have a huge impact on the game. And she was telling me how disappointed she is with how this season's gone for her personally. Yes, she's been part of a Manchester City team that has won the FA Cup and has obviously won the league for the first time in a decade as well. But she doesn't feel as though she's played a huge part in that. She's promised she's going to work hard in pre-season and try and go out there and prove there's a Grace Clinton 2.0 in a Manchester City shirt to get herself on that plane to Brazil. And that's exactly what Sarina Wiegman wants to hear.